Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about going off on Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, Pusha T, and everyone you can think of. Let's talk about it because Ye did a interview with DJ Academics. DJ Academics has shared a snippet of that interview across social media. So we're going to talk about portions of it in different videos. In this video specifically, I want to talk about his statement wherein he addressed Jay-Z and him basically calling his kids with Kim Kardashian a mistake. And I'm wondering, can't people see what is going on? No, make no mistakes. A lot of things that Ye has said, over the years, even at the most present moment, they are factual. He may not have his thoughts all there together, but a lot of things he's saying is factual, and it's not as though many of us don't know that they are facts. They are in fact factual. But the thing is that because he's unwell, he's not able to really seamlessly translate that to his audience. Now, specifically in this interview, he's saying that he never wanted to have kids with Kim. After the second month of being with her, he realized that he never wanted to have kids with Kim Kardashian. Now, we're going to touch on that. Well, let's pause a little because what this is making me realize is that if Bianca Sensori should leave Ye at this moment, he's going to drag her on social media. Not only will he drag her, he will drag her family. And that's what I believe, judging from what he's saying about Kim, because he's not even thinking about his kids' feelings. Like, these are discussions that you have with your close friends, the friends that that you can trust, these are conversations you have with your grandmother, your aunt, the people that have your back for sure, and you can trust them. Because if he feels this way, and if that did happen where he felt as though just the second month in with Kim Kardashian, he realized that he didn't want to have kids with her, that's his feeling. But at the same time, documenting such feeling publicly, recklessly, loosely is very dangerous to the kids. I'm not even thinking about Kim Kardashian because I don't think Kim even cares at this point in time. She really doesn't care. So I'm just concerned about the kids, especially when it comes to, the ones that he haven't bonded with, like Chicago, Sam. You can definitely tell that Northwest loves him, and whatever he does, North will always love him. For St. West, we're not even sure. So it's really sad to see, him saying this in such a space, and to see that DJ Academic said he wasn't going to edit anything and have it out there. But at the end of the day, we can't put this on Academics because it's literally his words. But I also find his words to be somewhat conflicting because if you can remember, during his political rally, he got emotional and said Kim Kardashian wanted to abort Northwest. So it's kind of conflicting at this point in time, and it really has you wondering, what way is he pulling? Because he's pulling just always at this point in time, and he's not even being cautious. His words are reckless, and they can be very fatal to those kids in the sense that as they get older, they can realize that their father is just an absentee individual who refuses to get help for his mental health and blames everyone for everything besides him taking accountability. And then when you look at the fact that Ye has 4 beautiful, amazing kids with Kim, that doesn't seem like a mistake. In my opinion, it seems so planned and it seems so intentional. So there's so many questions to be asked when he made that statement saying, just the second month being with Kim Kardashian, he realized that he didn't want to have kids with her. There's so many questions there to be asked. Anywho, moving on to his statement about Jay-Z, he's saying that Jay-Z is making more money off his catalog than he's making. And that is true. That is something that we hear quite a lot. Also in 2016, when he had that meltdown, similar to what he's going through at this point, wherein they institutionalized him 3 days later at that point in time. That was also one of the reasons why he called out Jay-Z, because if you look at Ye and Jay-Z's relationship over the years, you can literally tell that Jay-Z definitely used Ye. And there's no if, buts, or maybe about that. It is so evident. It is so obvious. And based on what I'm understanding, Jay-Z controls a few masters of his. So as such, naturally, Jay-Z is going to make more money off his catalogs than him. But as it relates to him saying, none of the fight that he's fighting with his, custodial battle, Jay-Z doesn't want to help him with that. I find that to be such a brainwash theory of Ye to be spreading on social media. And then because he knows that some of his fan base, they are unwell like him, and I've seen it. I'm not just making things up, You should see my Instagram DMs. Some of them are severely unwell, just like him. So he knows what he's doing in terms of that. But it's just that it's not making any sense, because Jay-Z has never been your friend, and that is something that he needs to digest at this point in time. Because if Jay-Z did not show up for your wedding, he's not going to help you with anything. And he's saying that, Jay-Z didn't help him when he was going through his battle with his kids. Why should Jay-Z step in when you have a court room that you can go into? The court awarded you joint custody. So if Kim is denying you joint custody, why would Jay-Z step in? What is Jay-Z supposed to do? Beat up Kim, rescue the kids, and bring them to you? You cannot take care of yourself at this point, Ye. You're not taking care of yourself, because I know that if Ye was being good, he would definitely have Courtney on his side. So, because we can tell that even when the entire family may shade Ye slightly or do something, snobby towards him, Courtney's always supporting him. Even when he was canceled and the world was against him, Courtney was in solidarity for him. But we're not even getting that from Courtney anymore. It's as though Courtney's saying, man, I've given up on you. So Ye needs to be honest with himself. You cannot push people to fight for something that doesn't exist. You don't have a custody problem. Anyone has a custody problem, it's Kim, not you, because you have joint custody. And if Kim is hosting a birthday party for her kids and she doesn't want you there, it is her right to do so. And judging from your behavior on the internet, saying that just in the second month you realize that you didn't want to have kids with this woman, she has all right to block you from the child's party, because she doesn't know if you're going to come and make a bad day for the child. The last time we saw Ye on the internet fighting to be at Chicago's party, he showed up and he made, a good impression. And I loved what he captured on camera, what was shown to us. I love that. And when Ye is good, when he's taking care of himself, he's so good. He's so good with the kids. He shows up at the kids' game. He's there. Have you guys noticed that we haven't even seen Ye going to the kids' game anymore? Not saying that he hasn't attended, but I know that the paparazzi would have even captured him going to or leaving at least one of his kids' game. Every time there's a fallout, or every time it seems as though the world turns their back on him, that's when he rushes to be there for the kids, and that's really bad. It's so sad. And he basically just says anything at any point in time. And he's like, hey, North, your mother is doing this. And if Ye doesn't get any help, by those kids are 14, 15, 16, he's going to be dragging those kids on social media, telling them, your mother is a whore and all of that jazz. He's going to do it because at this point in time, I'm not seeing any indication that, some things are off limits for him. For him, when he's unwell, he says things, and then once he gets back to the point where it's okay, he basically tries to give you an explanation as to why he said what he said. And it is so bad. That's the best way I can put it. But a lot of what he is saying, even though unwell, it does make a lot of sense. But it's just that you need to understand that what he's doing at this point in time, he doesn't have to be doing this, because a lot of the things that he's saying, a lot of people do share the same sentiments, but it's just that their delivery is different. I'm not saying that Ye should sound like everyone. I'm just saying that if Ye should only take care of himself, he would make a lot more sense and he would hurt a lot less people. Ye is pointing out that all these people in the industry have betrayed him, but Ye is not focusing on how much he has betrayed his own children, because the things that he's doing on social media and how he's talking about the kids being a regret, that's a betrayal to his kids. He's saying that he's hurt from the betrayal of his friends. Just imagine how your kids are going to feel, because the internet is not going to go away, and everything that you're saying on the internet is documented, and your kids will sit in an interview one day with someone, and these clips are going to be played, and your kids are going to be asked, how do they feel about you saying that? And you bet your ass, that's not something that you can come back from. The only thing that you can do from this point going forward is to just be a changed person. Just take care of your health and just be good to those children, because while we can say Kim deserves the dragging, everyone else deserves the dragging, those children are innocent. They do not deserve any of this. And he is so selfish. He's not even thinking about how innocent those children are and how his behavior is going to affect them. And Bianca, God forbid if she decides to leave at this point in time, if she ever decides that she's going to leave at this point in time, I don't even want to imagine what he's going to say about her on social media, because if he has said those horrible things about Kim, and I think that's just the surface of what he's willing to say, just imagine what he's going to do to Bianca Censori. And it's so sad because we haven't seen Bianca doing anything to you besides being good to him. Behind the scenes, there might be a different dynamic, but judging from what I'm seeing publicly, I can only say that I've seen this woman being nothing but good and kind to Ye. Bianca doesn't deserve this. Ye is very much selfish. She really doesn't deserve this. His kids doesn't deserve this. Him, for himself, he doesn't even deserve what he's doing to himself. I wish that he would get the help that he needs. I wish that Ye would go back to loving himself and just choosing his battles wisely. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.